Hello, I'm Ezra Dickinson, and we're here at TEDx Rainier at McCaw Hall. And I'm here with a large group of like-minded individuals interested in sharing our thoughts and ideas to enact change. As I've gotten day by day closer to being here for TEDx, I've just felt kind of like I was buzzing, like this bubble inside of me has just been kind of growing and taking over. I'm speaking today about creating performance gifts for my mother to aid in destigmatizing mental illness and to help give people permission to talk about a subject that is difficult to talk about. For all effective purposes, she's incarcerated at Western State Hospital. She has kind of court-ordered 90-day observation periods, and because of her nature and interest in being a naturopathic person all through my life, and also her not wanting to acknowledge the imbalance that exists inside of her brain, she effectively has taken, or has had taken away the ability to choose what's going on in her life. So for the last 2.5 years, she has been at Western State Hospital. And that cycle came out of being picked up for disorderly conduct, just kind of step by step, feeling that family, friends, and caregivers who were trying to help her were trying to harm her, was her feeling, her true feeling of what these people were doing. So she's alienated all these people around her that are trying to help her, and at this point I'm the only one that is still left that she's willing to still talk to. She in some ways is very stubborn on that subject, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get her back to some form of reality. I think as time goes by and as we get further and further away from the point when we kind of diverged from each other when I stopped living with her, she has fallen further and further into her imbalance. I don't know where that leads, but the hope for me is in presenting this work, creating gifts for her, that I can find a way and a pathway. At the very least, I can find a community and find a sense of not being alone in this subject. To just merely talk about the subject is a huge sense of comfort. At the very least, I can continue to conjure energy for her through gifts. The reason why I went into making these gifts is because I felt isolated and alone. I didn't know how to talk about this. I didn't have anybody that could be a resource or support. And so through that, I've realized that 1 in 4 of us is either affected by it or is caring for someone who is affected by it. So, I mean, that's a huge number, and we don't really talk about it much. So that's like what this is all about. It's such a surprise to me how often people say, that's so nice that you're doing something that you love to do. And it's always so baffling to me because I'm just like, well, I don't see why that's not the norm for everyone. Because we spend a lot of time in this country focusing on money, the amount of work that we're generating, and we all see the results of where that pathway and that thought has taken us. So it's really nice to connect with people who share passion, share happiness, share the interest in finding that for themselves, building that for themselves, and letting that be infectious to everyone else who is interested in seeing it. Share passion, share happiness, and letting that be infectious to everyone else who is interested in seeing it.